Hi guys, this is PackRat556 and Mrs. PackRat is behind the camera today, and I have been promising that I'd take my Ka-Bar camp knife out into the woods and do a little demonstration, and I've tested it once myself, but this will give me a chance to practice with a little more, just make sure it's a good cutting tool. So you guys check it out and see what you think. This is a dead tree. Alright, so we can see that the Ka-Bar camp knife does a pretty good job. Alright guys, let's test out the batoning ability of this Ka-Bar camp knife. Not too bad. This is some nice dry firewood. We can definitely use this in our camp. This wood's already dry, actually. Pretty dry. So I'm going to try one more piece. We'll do something that's a little bit more wet, a little more green, that will last on the fire longer than this. This is good to get it going with some kindling and some tinder. But once that's going, then we're going to throw some green wood on our fire. Make sure that our fire will last throughout the night. Stay tuned. Alright guys, this is that original tree that I used the Ka-Bar to cut down with, and this is the tree was dead, but it's still pretty wet. It's kind of a real dense, heavy wood. And when you're batoning wood, or whenever you're cutting wood, you kind of use some logging knowledge. Basically, you can look at the grain of the wood and you can tell which is the easiest way to split it. And in this particular piece, this tree's got a little bit of a grain in this direction. So just to make my work a little easier, if I follow that grain, sometimes I can split just a little bit easier, even on something that's hard like this particular piece. And probably I could find better wood out here to split with. But the purpose of this is really to test and make sure this knife will do its job. That's pretty wet, pretty green. It's really hard core. This has a hard core in it. So you can see this knife is a pretty good work knife.